Afternoon guys, Sunday afternoon. I thought I'd come along and do an end of winter update on some of the subtropicals that were left outside, and most importantly and interesting, the white sapote and the avocados. Now this white sapote we'll start with because once I saw all the ones that are kind of hanging along over there do absolutely fine under the veranda, I thought I needed to do a bit of a test where it was less protected to see if it would still survive. And so this is under the sky, just with a wall-less protection. Now we had a generally warm winter this year, but in the warm winter we had some very cold days. So in July, we had the coldest winter day, coldest minimum we've had in, I think, 5 or 6 years from what I remember reading. It was negative 6.6 at my house. So that's very, very cold. We had a couple of negative 5 degrees and we had a number of negative 4 degree days in July. And this white sapote here, yeah, we've got some damaged leaves down here, but in general it's doing fine and it will pull up nicely. This is in quite a reasonably small pot, and so based upon that alone, I 100% believe it will be possible to have one of these in a protected location in Canberra, in ground, fruiting nicely, which is really good because I don't know a single person in Canberra that has an in-ground white sapote that has actually managed to fruit. Now the avocados, again, I didn't want to baby them. I wanted to see how they would go because I would like to actually plant them in the ground eventually. And if they can't even survive in a protected position by a wall in winter, then there's no way they're going to survive if they've been planted in the ground and kind of more in a field. Now, all of the avocados have suffered. The cold did come along and really give them a hard time. But what is actually more important and more interesting to me is that the ones that were a little bit more protected, the leaves are still green. So I think that now with the warmer weather coming up, even this one here, and this is the worst. So this is the least cold hardy of them all, and it's showing. This is the bacon, I believe. Yep, bacon avocado. This here, again, we've got some obvious cold damage on the leaves, but with a little protection, we've got healthy green leaves under this plant here. So whether it's a case of putting some frost cloth down, or someone mentioned in another video some bales of hay, we'll see. And this one over here is the fuerte. Fuerte, again, we had some leaves that got quite damaged, but underneath it all, perfectly fine green leaves. Now as the tree gets larger and larger and has a larger canopy, it might be the case that each year we lose all of the exterior leaves that turn brown and hang on like this, and then they continue to sit on the tree and protect the rest of the tree. The white sapote that were underneath the eaves, they've dropped a little bit of leaves, but nothing too much. So there's some leaves in the bottom of the pots, but by and large these look like it's a beautiful spring day. It's putting on new growth even by the looks of it undercover here. So I think these white sapote have a really good opportunity in a climate like Canberra to potentially add something new. Now we had some bananas behind here, and these bananas are looking really crispy. There is some green in here, so it's not necessarily done, but these plants here not looking too great. This is the blue Java. It's meant to be a little bit more cold tolerant. It doesn't look dead in the stem. I think it could quite easily come back, but yeah, these bananas are a different story. These are far more likely to not get through. The champion though, the supreme subtropical, which I have absolutely 0% chance it would ever fail in winter, is these macadamias. And these macadamias have just not cared. They literally do not care. It's continued to grow a little bit. It's got some new growth up the top there. The leaves are looking a little bit yellowed, but I mean, it hasn't even lost a single leaf. I don't even think this damage down the stem here is from frost. I think it's from water or some other issue. So we've got 2 macadamias and both of them are absolutely fine. So if you've been wondering about whether or not you can get a macadamia through Canberra, these haven't been even moved or protected, and under pure open sky. This one actually does have a little bit of frost damage, but as I said the other morning, we had negative 6.6 degrees. That's very, very cold. So yeah, macadamias, they're looking good, and I totally recommend them for people in Canberra that want a nut tree that's not an almond or a walnut or one of the other pecans or what we can grow easily over here. So everything else in the garden is very slowly starting to wake up. I would imagine a week from now we'll have full blooms from the rest of the temperate plants that I have going on. So things really starting to wake up and enjoy the warmth, and I think that in the next couple of weeks the figs will leaf out, some of the tropicals will come out of the tent, and we will be rocking and rolling for another season of growing without having to worry about frosts. Anyway guys, that's the video for today. Hope you're all having a good Sunday afternoon, and I'll catch you all in the next one.